what does it mean to have 4 players named to the different all-conference teams?
Yeah, obviously very exciting anytime any of our players are recognised. But I think if you look at each one of those players individually on what they've accomplished this year, they're very worthy of of those placings. Obviously Frosty, a lot of goals again this year. I think she set a record that hadn't been in place for a few years with back-to-back 10-goal seasons. So delighted for Frosty. But each one of them, Danny, as a freshman coming in, has been exceptional. Kelsey Barr's been fantastic for us at the back all year, and we moved her from a midfield position to be able to do that for us this year. And Julia Strickland is well up there in the nation for her assists, so we're thrilled. And then as we jump forward to Frosty again, obviously it's more than just the soccer, and it is for each one of them. But if you look at their respective GPAs, they do very well in the classroom, they do very well in the community, they're leaders, and that's what we want from all our players.
Yeah, you definitely had a bunch of girls that could have made the academic team. Talk a little bit about how they've handled this season on and off the field.
Yeah, I think on the field, obviously we've had some real challenges. We've played a tough schedule. We played a lot of SEC games, and some real tough matchups. We were successful in terms of wins and losses. We were successful, in a couple of those big games, and in other games we had to sort of button down the hatches and make sure that we defended well. But again, those games were still successes for us because it gave us the tools to be able to use as we got into conference play. We knew we could defend against anybody, and as long as we're scoring on the other end, we were going to do well. So I think on the field it's been a really good season. Off the field, our athletes, along with all the other athletes in the program, have kicked it up a couple of notches academically, and I think our team GPA is about a 3.4 at the moment. So we do very well in the classroom, and want it to continue that way.
And talk a little bit about tomorrow. Earlier in the season you defeated North Florida 4-2 at KSU Stadium. Talk a little bit about how this matchup might be a little bit different than the previous one.
Yeah, well, obviously it's just a one-off game now, with a lot of time on both teams to be able to prepare for it. We've been working hard since we got back from Florida, preparing for that game, and we feel like we're in a great position. We're hosting it, we're at home, it's on our field, and all the rest of the things that come with home field advantage. But North Florida are a good team. They're well coached, and they're going to be wanting to come up and get revenge. So it sets up to be a great game.